Everything we see because of light, and the type of light greatly affects the atmosphere or mood of the things that we are looking at. A lot of times, painting or drawing really is responding to an experience of light, and light can have many different qualities. I have a wooden box here that I have arranged my objects in. If you don't have a box like this, a cardboard box will work just fine. And the reason that it's nice to have a box is so that you can control the light. It's easiest to read form if you have one light source, so that you can easily see the light side and the dark side of your objects. And what the box does is it just allows you to control any other surrounding light and just have your one light source. So if you have a box, you can cut off the edges and use it to arrange your objects in. When you're setting up your light, try to have it as close as possible to 90 degrees from your line of sight. That helps us to understand the form, the three-dimensionality of the objects. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the way that our objects are arranged, both in the box and how we're going to arrange them on our paper. And you want to take your time arranging the objects in the box. You can think of it as a little stage, and your objects are the actors. So you want to arrange them in a way that is dynamic and interesting, that they can have dialogue between each other, and also the light is going to help create atmosphere as well. Okay, so a viewfinder is a simple tool that you can use to help select what you're going to be painting. And I made this out of thin cardboard. I made 2 L's, and then I can hold them one on top of the other. And you can really decide if you want to have a rectangular format, which is sometimes called landscape, if you want to have a more vertical format, which is called portrait, or something more square. And so while I was setting up my objects, I would hold this up and close one eye. What we are doing is translating something that is 3-dimensional onto a 2-dimensional surface. So if we close one eye, then we're going to be seeing a perspective from one viewpoint, which is what our finished drawing is going to be. So I close one eye and I can move this around and select the area that I find most compelling, thinking about the relationships between things. I'm thinking about the negative spaces. I want them to be varied. I want them to be different. And I think I'm actually going to use a square format. So I have a rectangular border here, but I have gone ahead and put just some pencil lines down the side to turn it into more of a square. And I will be using my viewfinder often as I start my drawing.